Hello, students. I hope you all are well at your home and you must be waiting for the new session to begin. So, today we are going to start with the class 12th legal studies. Today we'll start with unit 1, that is judiciary. So, let's begin. So in this unit, first of all, we will discuss about what is judiciary, what is the meaning of judiciary. Then we will see the structure and hierarchies of court in India. Then constitution, roles and impartiality of judiciary. Then we will see appointment, training, retirement and removal of judges. And at last we will discuss about the courts and judicial review. After studying this whole chapter, you will be knowing many things about the judiciary. Till now, we have read, like in class 11th also, we have read many things about judiciary. We have seen the types of judiciary existing in India. So, today, we will discuss it in more details. In the previous classes, we have seen that there are three organs of government. What are all three organs of government? What three organs of government are there? I have told you in previous class, like in class 11th, we have studied about levels and organs. So, what are the organs of government? We have three organs, that is legislature, executive and judiciary. We have seen that for the proper functioning of a country, the laws are required. So, we have seen who makes these laws. So, the laws are basically made by the legislature. Then the executive is there to execute those laws. Whatever laws are made by the legislature are executed by the executives. And at last, there is a organ which basically review or which keep an eye on this two organ so that no laws goes against the constitution. So laws made by the legislature and executed by the executives can be reviewed by the judiciary. And as this organ is independent of any other organ, all the three organs, legislature, executive and judiciary, all the three organs are independent of each other. So because of this reason only we have it a independent judiciary, and because of this only we can have that the laws made in our country or the laws which are there in our country cannot be partial. Okay, so because of this reason only we have a faith in judiciary. This is the only reason that the country believes that nothing can go wrong. Okay, so this is not only the work of judiciary to review the laws, but the work of judiciary is also to solve the conflicts among the citizens. It can be between the citizen and state. It can be state and state. It can be between state and center. So, to solve such kind of disputes, we have with the judiciary. This judiciary is an independent organ and it is an impartial body. So, because of this reason only, judiciary holds a very high position in the country. So, let us define it in a very layman language. Judiciary is the system of courts that interprets, defends and applies law in the name of state. The judiciary can also be thought of a mechanism for the resolution of dispute. Means basically it resolves the disputes as I told you, and also it interprets the laws made by the legislature and executed by the executives. If we talk about the judiciary, the principal role of judiciary is to protect the rule of law and also to ensure the supremacy of law. Now what do you mean by this term rule of law? Rule of law, it's a legal maxim. That means that no one is above the law. That law is the supreme. It is supermost. No one is above the law. It can be the president of the country, the prime minister of the country, maybe the richest man of the country, or any beggar, all are equal or are treated equally in the eyes of law. No one is above the law. That is the meaning of the term law, rule of law, that is supremacy of law. And again, judiciary, it should be independent from political pressure. If we say independent from all, it means independent from political pressure as well. Why it should be free from political pressure? Because if it will be under political pressure, then what will happen? Then there will be disturbance in the work of judiciary, and also they have to listen to the political leaders. So because of this reason only, in our constitution also it was mentioned that the judiciary is independent of two other organs. All the three organs are independent, but this independence do not only means that arbitrariness or absence of accountability. There is no absence of accountability. Accountability is also there. They have to be accountable. They have to accountable to the people. They have to be accountable to the constitution. We'll discuss this chapter further in our next class. We'll deal it in a broader sense. So for today, your research work is to find the difference between common law legal system and civil law legal system. Don't get confused with civil law prevailing in India. Civil law in India and civil law legal system, both are different. Okay, so what you have to find is what is common law legal system, what is civil law legal system, then difference between common law legal system and civil law legal system, and the countries where the common law legal system and civil law legal system is prevailing.